Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Curse of Oak Island. New evidence suggests treasure may have been spread across island. This week, The Curse of Oak Island was the season 7 final, and the boys took the opportunity to take stock of what they have achieved up to this point. The whole team gathered around the table in the war room with a collection of artifacts discovered over the past 7 seasons and debated what to do next. The episode had begun with continued digging at borehole RF1 with one last push of the giant oscillator drill in the hope of revealing the chapel vault. Alas, a lack of good finds and an increasingly dangerous dig site led Rick Lagina to terminate the hole. And that was it. No more digging, at least until next spring. So it was time to say a fond farewell to Vanessa Lucido and the Rossi Drilling Equipment Company. The Fellowship of the Dig gathered in the war room. In the war room, the team sat around the table with an impressive number of finds from over the years, some dating back to the 1200s. Marty and Gary told the guys of their recent discovery of a coin that Marty had dropped down borehole H8 2 years ago. At the time, the team suspected they'd found the money pit, but that the treasure had drifted away. Marty dropped the coin down the hole as an experiment to see how far it would drift. The idea was it would prove that the treasure moves around underground. The coin, discovered this week, had drifted at least 10 feet from where Marty dropped it. Marty pointed out that this proves metal and treasure can move around underground in horizontal as well as vertical directions. And it can move quite a distance in a short time. This fact could mean treasure buried on the island could have been dispersed over a wider area than was previously thought. Geologist Terry Mathieson pointed out that Marty's coin reveals strong water currents flow beneath the island, which means the money pit area is nothing like it would have been at the time any potential treasure was buried there. Marty Lagina, the man who holds many of the purse strings, told the guys if we want to continue digging the money pit area, it will cost tens of millions. Marty Lagina asks, is there treasure on Oak Island? Bearing that in mind, he asked the guys a very straightforward question. Does the Fellowship still think that there is still something here to find? Doug Crowell pipes up immediately. Yes, definitely, and is followed quickly by Charles Barkhouse. Yep, everybody, asks Marty to a succession of nods and shouts of yes and absolutely. Charles said, there's treasure here. You just haven't found it. David Blankenship, there's something here. We just haven't looked in the right spot. Tom Nolan said, how do you put a price on something that might change history? Archaeologist Laird Niven said he's not sure about there being any treasure, but something happened here, and it's worth pursuing. Marty pressed Dan Henske into an answer as to whether he thought there was any treasure to find. He finally said, even just to get together is worth it, even if we don't find the treasure. And the guys all nodded in agreement. Gary Drayton said, I'm not leaving. Even Billy Gerhardt, the quiet man in The Digger, piped up, if you don't do it, I'm coming down weekends to finish it. There you have it, folks. The Fellowship of the Dig never lays down and never gives up. Fingers crossed, they'll be back digging soon. The sun dipped low on the horizon, casting a golden hue over the enigmatic expanse of Oak Island. The familiar hum of anticipation buzzed in the air as the Lagina brothers, Rick and Marty, gathered their team around a newly discovered map. The aged parchment, weathered and fragile, bore cryptic markings and mysterious symbols, hinting at a revelation that could change the course of their treasure hunt forever. Look here, said Rick, his finger tracing the map's intricate lines. This is unlike anything we've seen before. It suggests that the treasure isn't confined to the money pit. There are indications it might be spread across the entire island. The team exchanged glances, a mixture of excitement and skepticism dancing in their eyes. For years, they had focused their efforts on the notorious Money Pit, driven by tales of untold riches hidden deep within its treacherous depths. But now, this new evidence hinted at a broader, more complex web of secrets waiting to be unraveled. The first rays of dawn pierced through the trees as the team set out on their quest, armed with ground-penetrating radar and a renewed sense of purpose. The island, shrouded in mystery and legend, seemed to hold its breath, as if aware that the secrets it had guarded for centuries were on the verge of being exposed. Their journey began at the northern tip of the island, where the map indicated a series of peculiar markings. As the radar beeped and whirred, the screen revealed a buried anomaly. With shovels and picks in hand, the team dug feverishly, uncovering a hidden chamber lined with stone and timber. Inside, they found an assortment of relics, weathered coins, fragments of pottery, and a rusted chest adorned with unfamiliar insignia. "It's a cache," said Marty, its voice tinged with awe. "This proves that the treasure was distributed. Whoever buried it went to great lengths to ensure it wasn't found easily." As they continued their exploration, the map guided them to the island's eastern shore, where a series of peculiar rock formations hinted at another hidden cache. The team worked tirelessly, the salty breeze from the Atlantic invigorating their efforts. Beneath the stones, they unearthed a collection of ornate jewelry, gleaming despite the centuries that had passed. "This is incredible," said Alex Lagina, Rick's son, holding up a jeweled brooch. "It's like pieces of a puzzle, scattered across the island, waiting for us to put them together." The discoveries fueled their determination, and the team pressed on, following the map's clues to the island's southern marshlands. Here, the ground was soft and treacherous, but their spirits remained undaunted. The radar detected another anomaly, this time deeper and more significant. As they excavated, the muddy earth gave way to reveal a submerged vault, its entrance sealed with heavy stones. With a collective effort, the team pried open the vault, revealing a trove of ancient manuscripts and scrolls, their pages yellowed and brittle. The writings, though indecipherable at first glance, hinted at a grander narrative, a story of explorers, pirates, and guardians who had traversed the globe, safeguarding their secrets on this remote island. "These documents could be the key to understanding the island's history," said Charles Barkhouse, the team's historian. "They might tell us who buried the treasure and why they chose to spread it across the island." The discoveries continued, each new cache adding to the island's mystique. The team found themselves in a labyrinth of tunnels, some flooded, others collapsed, but all leading to hidden chambers filled with artifacts from distant lands. It was as if Oak Island was a time capsule, preserving the legacies of those who had come before. Among the most astonishing finds was a chest inscribed with a coat of arms, its contents revealing a collection of emeralds, rubies, and gold coins minted in far-off kingdoms. The sheer scale of the treasure was overwhelming, but it was the context that fascinated the team most. Each item told a story, a chapter in a saga that spanned centuries and continents. As the sun set on another day of discovery, the team gathered around a campfire, their faces illuminated by its flick.